Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys could release $97 million star to pay Parsons. The Dallas Cowboys need to make a few roster moves over the next few months to create cap space for the future. Among the potential options for the Cowboys to release includes Trevon Diggs, who continues to play excellent football when he's on the field. Diggs has dealt with injuries, unfortunately, making him a potential trade or cut candidate. If the Cowboys could move him in a trade, that would be ideal, but KD Drummond of Cowboys Wire doesn't think that'll happen due to him being unable to pass a physical. However, Drummond noted that the Cowboys could release him. There are unsubstantiated rumors swirling that there are some people in the Star who wouldn't be too upset if Dallas walked away from their big star cornerback who has spent the majority of his first 2 seasons under his new deal on injured reserve. The issue with these rumors is the source could be the guy who fills up the printer ink, not a high-ranking decision-maker. A trade can't happen for Diggs until when he's able to pass a physical, which looks like it wouldn't be until training camp at the very earliest. The team could however release him during the first 5 days of the league year, March 17th, to avoid the full base salary injury guarantee, Drummond wrote. Why Diggs could be cut. The Dallas Cowboys have the ability to give Micah Parsons a long-term deal now, but saving money to give him that contract could be the better plan. According to PFN, Diggs has to be traded before March 16th to save any cap space, which would only be $3.6 million. PFN predicted the Cowboys would trade him, adding that it'd give them money to sign their star edge rusher. Diggs has a $9 million injury guarantee that becomes fully guaranteed if he's still on the roster by March 16th. The Cowboys must trade him by then to save any cap room, $3.6 million. Dallas could potentially fetch a nice day 2 pick, given that Diggs turns 27 in September. For example, the Saints got picks in the 3rd, 4th, and 6th rounds in exchange for Marshawn Lattimore and a 5th-round pick. Lattimore is 2 years older and came with 1 less year of team control than Diggs, so the Cowboys could reasonably ask for more than that. Moving to a more man-heavy scheme would benefit Diggs while letting the Cowboys shed some significant salary as they prepare to pay Micah Parsons, PFN wrote. Cowboys break the bank for unexpected player in free agency day 2. Signings around the league have been flying around since the legal tampering period opened on Monday. The Dallas Cowboys have made a few additions but nothing crazy. They added running back Javonte Williams on Monday before signing defensive tackle Solomon Thomas, who played under defensive lineman coach Aaron White-Cotton with the New York Jets. They continued to make some moves and re-signed Turpin to a 3-year, $18 million deal on Tuesday, making him the NFL's highest-paid special teamer, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Turpin was a restricted free agent, and the Cowboys made sure to bring him back. The 28-year-old has been such a dynamic weapon for Dallas. In 2024, he led the league in kickoff return yards, 904, and yards per kick return, 33.5. That 33.5 yards per return mark is now a Dallas record. He was the only player in the league last season to record a punt and kickoff return for a touchdown. His electric speed has made him a stellar weapon, logging 2 Pro Bowl nods for the NFC, 2022 and 2024. Turpin was also an All-Pro returner in 2024. The 28-year-old was also used more as a pass catcher this past season. Turpin recorded career highs in targets, 52, catches, 31, receiving yards, 420, and yards per receptions, 13.5. In addition, he reeled in 18 catches for a first down, including a career-best 64-yard touchdown grab. Turpin brings a different element to the Cowboys team, and they were smart to retain him. The TCU product is the lone player in the NFL to log at least 500 receiving yards and 1,000 kickoff return yards over the last 2 campaigns. He's an underrated weapon for this team and got rewarded for it. Dallas will need to find other players who can improve this team while also hammering out an extension for star pass rusher Micah Parsons. Cowboys predicted to sign $96 million All-Pro wide receiver. The Dallas Cowboys could use another weapon or two on the offensive side of the football. Even before Dak Prescott went down with an injury, the Cowboys needed more, and it gave the front office an honest evaluation of what they need to add this offseason. With multiple players for the Cowboys to pursue, Dallas could look at Stefon Diggs, who was on a $96 million deal just a year ago. Diggs, however, suffered an ACL injury, and could likely be had for a much cheaper price as the Cowboys would look to bring him into play with his brother, Trayvon Diggs. Dan Tracy of the Sporting News loves the fit between the two, predicting the Cowboys to land Diggs this offseason. It might not be too surprising that it's taking some time for Diggs to find a landing spot coming off a torn ACL, but this is a player who rattled off 6 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons before heading to Houston and at least had a chance at another if he hadn't gotten hurt. In a thin wide receiver market, Diggs looks like the top player available. Plenty of teams still need receivers, so he should ultimately get the deal he wants. If the money is equal, could the Cowboys be his preferred landing spot? Dallas hasn't been aggressive, or even selectively aggressive, in free agency, but the chance to add a legitimate number 2 wide receiver and pair him with his brother could be beneficial for both sides, Tracy wrote. The Houston Texans could look to bring Diggs back. They had Super Bowl aspirations but were derailed by injuries last season. However, bringing Diggs back would lead to some risk. He's an excellent player when on the field, evident by his All-Pro selections, but ACL injuries are tricky and worrisome. Nick Caserio said the Texans are open to bringing him back, making this something the Dallas Cowboys have to be cautious of if they want him. "We have good relationships with Steph and his representation," Caserio said, according to Cole Thompson of USA Today. "We enjoyed having Steph in the building. So, the door is always open. A number of players have expressed sentiments and interest in potentially returning to our team next season. We never rule anything out, so we're going to be open-minded." Give your like, tell us your opinion in the comments and subscribe to the channel. See you later.